Hello everyone, good evening and welcome to this demo, friends. This is a demo on AWS. We know this very well, right? Okay, so I hope I'm audible properly and I hope you can see my screen. Can you please confirm in the chat box, anyone? I repeat, if okay, yeah, Brijesh, thank you. Okay, so let us start our session here, friends, and let us try to keep the session as short and possible and as sweet as possible, actually, because this is just a basic demo session. We'll try to understand what is cloud computing in the simplest and the easiest way, and then we will see, like, what are the pre-requirements we have to learn cloud computing, and then what are the job opportunities we have in cloud computing and all those things. Okay. So before we start anything, let me just introduce myself here. I'm Shakeel here, friends. Okay, I have totally, 14 plus years of experience in IT. Okay, and I started my career actually way back in 2006, 2007. Back in those days in 2006 and 2007, the Windows Server Administration and the network administration was the easy way to start our career. Windows Server administration, like there are certain courses like MCAC and all those things. Network administration, we have courses like CCNA, CCNP, CCIE. So I did all these courses. I did most of the certifications back in those days on Windows servers as well as the networking part. Okay. Now, whenever you talk about servers here, actually, we need to talk about Linux servers also. Especially in Linux, we have Red Hat Linux as well as Ubuntu Linux. Okay, so I have experience on Linux server also, especially on training. I have trained many people on Linux administration as well as on Windows administration and the network administration. Okay, so this is the beginning of my career way back in 2006-7, around 14-15 years before. Fine. Now, whenever you hear the terminology security is actually one of the major concept we have in computer networks. Security is one of the major thing we have in our computer networks. There are different ways of providing security here, my friend. Like, for example, you can take a firewall, you can provide some security. Okay, a username and password is a security. Antivirus is a security. Antivirus protects our network or protects our server from virus. So there are different types of securities we have. So the security that I learn here is actually about firewall. So I did my security part also. And then, there was a time where virtualization was one of the most demanding skills companies were looking for. Back in those days, I remember 2010, 2012, up to like 2013, virtualization was very much in demand. Okay, so this is my career. I started my career as a Windows Server Administrator and a Network Administrator. Then with this Windows Server Administrator, I did my Linux administration part. In security, I know about firewalls and all those things. And virtualization was one of the very famous technologies, and still today it is one of the very famous technology we have. So I have trained many people on this virtualization technology also. Okay, and for last, I can say 5 years or 6 years, I'm into cloud. I'm into this cloud computing here. Okay, so this is my career here, my friends. So this is 14-15 years of experience on different platforms, and as of now, for last 4 to 5 years, I'm majorly focusing on cloud computing and things that are related with cloud computing. Fine. Okay, this is the one thing. Now the second thing here is, see, this is a live session. We know this very well. So the best advantage you can take in a live session is you have the opportunity to interact with the trainer. Okay, whatever doubts you have regarding cloud computing, whatever doubts you have regarding the present and the future of cloud computing, jobs, certification, syllabus, whatever things you want to know, you can simply send a message in the chat box. I'm sending a message in the chat box here. I just said hello there. I hope everyone can see my message there. So whenever you have any doubt, whenever you have any smallest question also, please send me the question in the chat box so that I can address each and every question there. And at the end of the session, if you want to talk to me directly, you can simply unmute yourself and you can talk to me directly. See, we will follow this particular protocol not only for today, till the end of our course. I repeat, the chat box will be open every time. Okay, and in case if you want to talk to me directly, especially at the end of the class, you can simply unmute yourself and you can talk to me directly. See, I always say this, my friend, whenever you attend any online session, you should have this option of interacting with the trainer. Your online session should not be a recorded session. Your online session should be always very interactive. So I always keep the chat box open. I always keep the muting and unmuting option with you so that you can unmute yourself at any time and you can talk to me directly. You can clear all your doubts, all your questions. Okay, so hopefully we'll follow this protocol and hopefully next 40 to 50 minutes will be very useful for everyone. Okay, so be frank, whatever doubts you have, whatever questions you have, feel free to send your questions in the chat box. Done? Okay, so this is about me and these are the rules. Hopefully we will follow for next at least 40 to 45 minutes or maximum, let us say 1 hour. Now, what is the agenda for today? You know, this is a very basic demo session, right? This is like a seminar or a webinar. Okay, so we'll try to understand two major questions today. We'll try to answer two major questions today. One is obviously what is cloud computing? Okay, and the second question here is pre-requirements for cloud. Who can learn this cloud computing? Okay, now I already got a question here. The question is, we will get recorded sessions once completed the course. See, every day you will get your recorded sessions, Brijesh. The session that we are in now, this session, the recording is already started actually. So once you finish the session, you will get the recordings within like couple of hours. So each and every session is recorded here and each and every recordings will be provided to you. Again, this is another advantage you can take. Online sessions should be always recorded and online sessions you should get the recordings. In case if you miss any class for some reason, you should have the option of going back to the recordings and covering your class. Okay, so each and every session from today till the end of our course will be recorded for sure. Fine. The starting 2-3 sessions, which are like demo sessions, 2-3 sessions will be available on YouTube, but after like 2 or 3 sessions, the sessions will be directly shared with the people who register for this particular course. But again, every session is going to be recorded and every session will be shared with the people who register for this particular course. Done? Okay, coming back to our major questions. What is cloud computing? What are the pre-requirements to learn cloud computing? Okay, let me address the second question here first. So what are the pre-requirements to learn cloud computing? The simple answer here is there are no pre-requirements for us to learn the cloud computing. Maybe you are holding a bachelor's degree or master's degree in any group. Maybe you're from accounts background. Maybe someone is a civil engineer. Maybe someone is from IT background. Okay, maybe someone is from marketing background. Someone is maybe HR here. You're from any XYZ background here, my friend. There is absolutely no need for you to worry, because today, if today is your first session, you're exactly at a right place. There is no need for you to worry about what we need to know before we start learning cloud computing, because whenever I take a topic, whenever I start a particular module or a topic in cloud computing, I will come from very basics, from the scratch level. I will start and I'll take you up to the advanced level. So today, if you say something about Linux, or today if you say something about networks, then it is well and good. There is an added advantage. But if someone says I'm completely fresher without any knowledge of anything from IT, no knowledge of Windows servers, Linux server, I know nothing, still you're at the right place. There is no need for you to worry, because whenever I start a topic, I'll be starting everything from a very basic level up to the advanced level. Okay, now there is a question here. Will you be giving any projects after completing the course? See here, my friend, there is a question from Chetan. So see here, Whenever we see any topic, whenever we learn any topic, every topic should be there as a project. Every topic we need to learn in a scenario based. Okay, so we will do many projects in our coming classes actually, because every class should be like a real-time scenario class. Got it? Whenever we see any practicals, we just need to imagine, okay, so and so company is there. In this so and so company, this is our scenario, and according to scenario we need to configure. So cloud computing is actually practical based course. Okay, a lot of theory will be there. Okay, majorly we will discuss a lot of theory in a session, but whatever practicals we will see here, every practical is like you're working somewhere in a company. Okay, so again, coming back to the questions, are there any pre-requirements? The answer is no. If you know something, then it is added advantage, but if you are a fresher, please don't worry, you're at the right place. We will start everything from very basics and we'll go up to the advanced level. Done. So this is already done. Okay, no pre-requirements, or if you know something, then it is well and good, but still as a fresher, you can start everything from scratch level. Now, what is cloud computing? Let us try to address this question by taking two very easy examples. Okay, what is cloud computing? You should know this first, so that you can decide how far you can go in cloud computing. How important is cloud computing for today's network? See, I can say one thing as of now. We are in 2023. We cannot finish a day without using something from cloud. If you are using internet for 1 hour, you cannot use internet for 1 hour without using something from cloud or without connecting yourself to cloud. Cloud is such a major part of our life. Cloud is such a major part of our computer networks. Cloud is a very major part of internet. Without cloud, we simply cannot imagine internet. We simply cannot imagine anything over internet. I remember the first time when I used the internet was in the year 2004. If I compare 2003, 2004 scenario with 2023 scenario, around 19, 20 years, the gap is around 19 to 20 years, right? 19 years before, cloud was there. Today also cloud is there. 19 years before, we were connecting to cloud in some way, but today, literally everything is available on cloud. Okay, this is so important. But again, what is cloud first of all, right? That is the main question. Now, like I said, I'll take two examples. So let me go with first example. In the year 2004, actually, wait a second. Okay, so in the year 2004, I created my Gmail account. Around 18, 19 years before, I created my first mail account. It was a very big thing back in those days. Creating a mail account was considered as like, this person is a very professional person. 20 years before, how many people have internet actually? How many people have computers in their home? Very few people, right? Anyhow, that was the time. When I created my Gmail account in the year 2004, I already connected to cloud actually. In 2004 itself, I have connected to cloud. In 2004, I have no knowledge. I have zero knowledge of Windows or network or Linux or server or anything. I started learning all these things in 2005, 2006. And by the time I entered in 2007, I started working actually. Okay. But again, back in 2004, when I created my Gmail account, I am connected to the cloud. So what is this cloud? I'll ask you some questions. Hopefully I'll get an answer in chat box. The first question here is, can you please tell me where are my emails located? Like you have your email account, I have my email account, right? So my question to you is, where are the emails located? Are they located in my laptop or desktop or in my mobile phone? Because we can access our mails from our laptops, desktops, as well as from the mobile phones, right? So where exactly the emails are located? Very simple question, right? You might have accessed your emails like many a times till now. Maybe if you're working in some company, you will access your mails every day. You will send some emails, you will receive some emails, or you may go back to like 2017 emails, you may go back to like 2014 emails. You can check your emails at any given time, right? So my question to you is, where are the emails located? Are they located in my laptop or in my mobile phone, or are they located in? Exactly, I got answers here now. Everyone is saying like Google. Exactly, Google Cloud. See where I am connected now. I have just connected to this www.gmail.com server. So this gmail.com is not in my home. This gmail.com is available, or the Gmail server is available in the Google company, right? Google company is located in multiple places. I am sitting in Hyderabad, one of the city in India, right? So in India, in Hyderabad, we have a branch of Google. Like in many other countries, many other cities, we have Google branch. So what these companies will do, they have their huge data centers located, they have these servers located, they have huge storage located at some place. Okay, so they will manage all the data center. So our emails that we have in our Gmail account, they are not available in the mobile phone or the laptop that we are using. The emails are actually available in the Google server. They are available at the Google server. So what is this Google server? Google server is cloud for me. Google server is not available in my company. Google server is not available in my home. It is available at some other company. It is available at some other place. So that particular company is a cloud for me. For example, if I keep money in my pocket, that means the money is with me. But if I keep money in a bank, bank is something like a cloud for me. I can keep my money in bank. I can go at any time. I can withdraw the money, right? There are certain rules and regulations we need to follow. There are certain protocols we need to follow. Once you follow this protocol, you can keep some money there. You can deposit some money, or you can withdraw some money. So the bank is acting as a cloud. So the email that we have created in the Gmail server, the email account that we have created, that particular email account have lot of emails, and all the emails, they are located in the Gmail server. Okay. Today I am in Hyderabad. Okay, I'll say India, for example. Today I'm in India. Let's say tomorrow, maybe after like 3 days, I'll go to Brazil. Now again, very simple question. Today I'm in India. I can access my Gmail account here. I can access all the emails. Let's say next Thursday I'm in Brazil. In Brazil, can I access my Gmail account? Can I access all my emails? Of course I can do this. The answer is of course yes. So whether you are in India or you are in Brazil, from India you are connected to the Google server. From Brazil also you are connecting to the Google server. So Google is a server which you can access from any location. The only condition here is you should have the internet connection, and you should have the username and password. If you have the internet connection and the username and password, you can connect to Google from any location, and you can access your mail accounts. So this is what cloud computing is all about, my friend. Keeping your data, keeping your information at some other company server, keeping your data at some other place, and you can access your data from any location. Okay, this is my physical computer here. This is my machine which I'm using as of now, and there is a folder here with the name, let's say AWS 8 AM. Now my question to you is, can I access this AWS 8 AM folder from Brazil? The folder is available in Hyderabad, India. Tomorrow, suppose I am in Brazil. After 3 days, I am in Brazil. Can I access this folder? No, right? I cannot access this folder because the folder is available in my local machine. The folder is available in my local machine. Okay, you may say we can have some remote access and we can do the accessing and all those things. Okay, that is possible, but you should have a professional person sitting here, a expert sitting on this computer, and someone with some networking knowledge sitting in Brazil. So they should do some networking connections and configurations, then they can access. But normally, can we access the data which is in our laptop from some other country? If the laptop is there in India and suppose you are in UK, can you access the data from UK? The answer is anyway no, right? Because the data is available locally. The data is available locally. So the difference here is, if you keep data over the cloud, you can access data from any place. You can access data from any place. You just need the internet connection and you need your username and password. That's it, my friend. This is the concept of cloud computing. Instead of keeping data with you in your company, you can keep data over the cloud. Who is managing this cloud? Amazon, Microsoft, Google, IBM, Oracle, Cisco, Juniper, DigitalOcean, okay, Salesforce, okay, VMware. There are many big companies which are managing this particular cloud. So a company like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, they will say, listen, you want to keep your data. To keep your data, you should purchase a storage. You should purchase a hard disk. You should purchase a server. So why you are purchasing that hard disk or storage or server, whatever you call, all these are in a way same, right? So why you are purchasing a server or why you are purchasing a storage? We already have lot of storage available with us. Keep your data on our storage and pay some money every month or every 2 months or every 3 months, whatever. So instead of we keeping data in our own computer, our own server, we can keep data in the cloud so that the data is more secure in a way, as well as we can access data from any location, and whatever capacity you need, whatever storage capacity you need, you can take the complete storage from them. So this is what cloud computing is all about, my friend. We can keep our data at some other place and we can access data from any location. We just need to have the internet connection and username and password. Done. This is one example. Now let me take one more big example, or maybe a more technical example. Okay, if you want to run any application, now first of all, what is the application? See, whenever we use a mobile phone, what we do by using a mobile phone, we go and connect to Instagram, there is the application. We go and connect to some phone pay or Google Pay to transfer some money, that is the application. We pay some games. Playing a game is, that is the application. What else we do on our mobile phone? We can order some food, we can book a cab, we can do some chatting through WhatsApp. See, there are many applications available in our mobile phone, right? Now the question here is, where exactly that application running over the internet? If I just go to my browser and if I say www.youtube.com, so where is this YouTube running actually? Where is this Facebook running? Where is this flipkart.com website is running? Where is this amazon.com website is running? Where exactly these websites are running? Very simple, my friend. Listen carefully, please. This is the whole setup. See, I am the user here. This is you and me. We are users. We are connected to some applications. Whatever we connect over the internet, it comes under application. Maybe it is a gaming application, web application, file application, banking application, okay, food delivery applications, cab booking applications, money transferring applications, chatting applications. There are different types of applications here. So from our device we connect to the application. Fine. And that application is managed by whom? That application is managed by that particular company. If you go to flipkart.com, who is managing Flipkart here? Flipkart company is managing Flipkart. If you go and connect to facebook.com, who is managing Facebook application? Facebook people are managing Facebook application, right? They are managing. We are simply connecting to their applications and we are using the application. Now, to run any application, to configure any application, we need a server operating system. Application cannot run beside server operating system. Like we have Windows server operating system and Linux server operating system. So 99% cases, I can say 98 to 99% cases across the globe, a application, any type of application for any company, it is either running on Windows servers or it is either running on Linux servers. Clear? To run any application, what we need? We need a server operating system. Now let us hit the big fish now. To run any operating system, what we need here? To run any operating system, we need a server hardware. Listen carefully, my friend. This is a very interesting part of our session. What we need to run an operating system? We need a server hardware. So what is the hardware? You have a laptop or a desktop somewhere in your home or somewhere in office or maybe college, university, wherever, right? That machine is a hardware machine. And what we have in that hardware machine? We have CPU, that is your processor. We have RAM, we have hard disk, and we have NIC card. Can we see a laptop or a mobile phone or a desktop machine without a processor, RAM and hard disk? No way, right? These are the major hardware components we have in this laptop, desktop and all these machines. Fine. So in the same way, we have a machine called server machine. There also we have the same hardware components. I'm saying the names are same. Your computer has a CPU, your server has a CPU. Your computer or laptop has a RAM, your server has a RAM. Your computer or laptop has a storage, your server also has a storage. So we have the same components. But you know, my friend, what is the difference here? The difference is in the capacity and the speed. What is the difference here? The difference is in the capacity and in the speed. Please try to listen carefully. This is a very major example for us to understand cloud computing. Okay, I repeat again. As a user, let me just clear it out. Just a second, please. Okay, so as a user, we are here. And what we do, we connect to some application. Hmm? So we are only worried about application. We just need to access the application. But where is the application running? In a company, right? The company people are managing the application. And where they are running this application? On a server hardware, on a server operating system, right? Windows servers or Linux server. And then where is this Windows server or Linux server is running? Like your laptop and desktop, there is a server machine which has some hardware. On that particular hardware, this particular application is running. Done. So without server hardware or without hardware, we cannot run our operating system. So we cannot run the operating system, so we cannot run the application. So whole internet is this process, my friend. Everything over the internet is this. Server hardware, server operating system, application. I repeat, server hardware, server operating system, application. This is the story behind everything that we access over the internet. Done. Now let us do some calculations here now. If you go and take a laptop, suppose you took a laptop with, let's say, i7 processor. CPU is what? i7. That is considered as a very good configuration, right? Then we'll go with RAM, random access memory. Let us say you took 32 GB RAM. That is considered as very good actually. And then you go with like storage. We call it as hard disk also, storage. There are many terminologies that we'll see in great details. Let us say storage you took as 2 TB. This is your laptop configuration. Okay, you have a laptop with i7 processor, 32 GB RAM and 2 TB hard disk. Can you please tell me how much money you need to spend for this laptop? How much will be the cost approximately, if not exactly, approximately? Let's say in Indian rupees, how much money you need to spend to take this laptop? Okay, I got an answer like 50 to 60K. 50 to 60K, my friend, I think it's not possible. Let us say you need to spend around 80 to like 90K for this machine. Let's say $1,000, or in our currency 80 to 90,000 Indian rupees. Done. That is some money, right? If you want to bring one machine, if you want to bring a laptop, you need to spend around 80 to 90,000 rupees. If you take less configuration, then the price will go down. Obviously, that's a very logical thing, right? So if you take more configuration, price will go up. So according to this configuration, I am saying, according to this configuration, you need to spend around 80 to 90,000 rupees. And this configuration is actually a very healthy configuration, right? Very good configuration for a laptop. Now we have a server. Like I said, in server also we have CPU. Server also we have RAM. Server also we have like hard disk. Now see the difference here, my friend. In server, we may have, let's say, two physical processors. i7, another i7, two physical processors. In server, we may have 256 GB RAM. In server, we may have 50 TB hard disk. server is similar to your laptop or desktop. Components are same, but remember I told you the capacity and the speed will be much more bigger and much more higher compared to your normal desktop or a laptop machine. Now, why we need a server with 2 processors, or let us say 4 processors? Okay, I'll ask you a simple question again. How many people are connected to your laptop as of now? Answer is only one, right? You're the only one person who is connected to your laptop. Is it possible like 5 people can be connected to your laptop at the same time, and 5 people are using the laptop at the same time by using different keyboard and mouse? Answer is no. So only one person will be connected to your laptop. So you spend 80,000-90,000 rupees. So that is good amount, and one person can easily use your laptop. Now, coming to server here, my friend, the question was why we need this many processors in a server? Why we need 50 TB or maybe 500 TB hard disk in a server? I'll ask you a question. Right now, the time is 8:37 p.m. India Standard Time. Let's say around 8:30. As of now, what you think? How many people from a city like Hyderabad are connected to Ola or Uber or Swiggy or Zomato or PhonePe, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube? Can you just imagine any number here actually? Let's say PhonePe or Paytm or Google Pay. These are the apps we use to pay money, right? As of now, at 8:30 p.m. in a city like Hyderabad, how many people are using this particular app to pay money, to transfer some money? Obviously, the number will be in thousands, right? Thousands of people are connected to PhonePe app to transfer some money. Now, the question here is, if thousands of people are connected to PhonePe app, where is that app running actually? It is running on a server machine, right? So do you think a server with less hardware capacity or less hardware capabilities can handle that much traffic? Answer is no. So obviously we need a server with high server capacity, more hardware. So when you see a server with 4 processors, 256 GB RAM, 50 TB hard disk, don't get surprised here actually. It's a very common thing, because server is a machine to which thousands or even lakhs or millions of people are connected every second. Server should handle traffic from that many people. Server should get the server will handle traffic from that many people. Some lakhs of people are connected to the server at every second. So this server obviously should have very high configuration. I repeat, that server should have very high configuration. But my friend, when you take a server with high configuration, we need to spend more money. Simple calculations, right? We need to spend more money. So the server, what you see here, the configuration, what I wrote here, if you want to take this server, you know how much money you need to spend for this server? Let's say around 6 to 7 lakh rupees. This is some amount, right? The company or you need to spend how much money? 6 to 7 lakh Indian rupees there. Or let us say 5,000 to 6,000 US dollars. So for your laptop, you're spending around $1,000, but for your server, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000, $20,000 only for one server. Now, this is the problem companies were facing for last many decades. Server hardware is very costly, my friend. They need to spend a lot of money on the server. Okay. And you know what is the other thing here? One server is not sufficient here, my friend. If you go with small company, in a small company also we need 30 to 40 servers. Medium level company, let us say between 200 to let's say 350 servers. Big companies 400 or maybe some thousands of servers. Now see here, how many servers we need now? We need many servers. For every server, how much money you are spending now? You're spending a lot of money here, right? So one server you are spending 5 lakh, 4 lakh, 3 lakh, 7 lakh, 10 lakh rupees. If you do the calculation for like 200 servers, how much money you spend here now? You spend loads and loads of money. So this was a problem companies were facing for last many decades. They need to spend a lot of money on their infrastructure. I repeat, they need to spend a lot of money on that infrastructure. So why they are spending this much money on the infrastructure? The simple answer is they need to run the application. Where application can be run? Application can be run on a server operating system, and server operating system will run on server hardware. So this is a story of every company for last many decades. If you go back in 1990s, early 1990s till today, this is the issue companies were facing, or these are the problems companies were facing. Okay, now let me just show you how the data centers looks actually. See, when you take a server, let me just add some more things here first. When you take a server here, my friend, server alone is not sufficient actually. Server is one of the machine we have to take. But you know, besides server, what are the other things we need to take here? Obviously, we have to take server hardware. Then we have to take server operating system. Then we have to take some storage, firewall, router, rack, switch, cables, etc. These are some of the other devices that we have to take. To run a application, server alone is not sufficient, my friend. With server, what we have to do? With server, we have to take server operating system, we have to take storage, firewall, routers, racks, switches, cables, and many more things. So the overall cost of your computer network will go very high. It will be too high for any company actually. If you go with small company also, a small company may spend like 70 lakh rupees, 80 lakh rupees, or 1 crore, 2 crore, 5 crore rupees on a small computer network. So why they are spending that much money on the infrastructure, the IT infrastructure? Simple answer is they need to run the applications, they need to do their business, right? Every business is there over the internet, every business is there over the computer network. So to run their business, they need to make a data center, and that data center will have all these devices. Got it, friends? That particular data center will have all these particular devices. Now, is there any other way in which I can take all these devices? Let us see. If you go with the on-premise data centers will look something like this. See, this is some on-premise data center located in some company. Let me just open one data center here. Again, a very interesting part. So please, whenever you have any doubt, chat box is always open here, my friend. Feel free to send your message in chat box. Okay, so let us say this is your on-premise data center. This is your company's data center. You know what we have in this data center? In this data center, we have servers, switches, firewalls, routers, okay, storage, all the devices are there. A company has already spent some lakhs of rupees or thousands of dollars on this particular data center. Now the application is running there. Okay, so if you go with a big company, then obviously the racks will increase. This is one rack. What you see here is one rack. So see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are as of now 5 racks available. In every rack, suppose if there are 20 devices connected, totally how many devices are connected here? 100 devices are connected. Still, it is a small company. 100 devices means servers, routers, switches, firewalls. All these devices are totally how many? 100, but still it is considered as a small company. If you go with a big company, just imagine the size of your data center and the money your company will spend. Now, the solution for this is actually your cloud computing. What is cloud computing? Cloud computing is the option where, what I can do as a company owner, or what I can do as an end user, I can run my application. I need to run the application, right? So I can run my application, but I can run the application without taking any server hardware, any router, any storage, any firewall, any rack, any switch. I don't need to take any of these devices. I don't need to take the server operating system also. Without taking server operating system, without taking server hardware, what I can do, I can run my application. Now, there is no magic here. There is a very simple concept. The concept here is, what we can do here is, instead of we purchasing servers, operating systems, routers, switches, and all those things, what we can do, we can go to a company. That company is actually known as a cloud provider. What is that company known as? A cloud provider, like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, IBM, HP, okay, Citrix, Oracle, Linux. These are like very big cloud providers. You know what these companies will do? The cloud providers, they will say, listen, You want to run your application? Great. You can run your application. You can run your application without buying any hardware, server hardware, or without purchasing any server operating system. But my question is, how that is possible? Answer is very simple, my friend. The answer is Amazon, Microsoft, Google, all these companies, they have this with them. Now, what you see there is a data center located maybe somewhere in Amazon or Microsoft or Google. This is your cloud data center. Want to see more here? See, this is a cloud data center. This is the data center available in Amazon. And what you see, these black boxes are your servers actually. Racks, and the racks have servers and storage and everything. So Amazon people will say, listen, you want to run your application. To run your application, you can do one thing. Instead of you purchasing anything or everything, you can simply, take the data center and take the resources that we have. Let us say this data center belongs to Amazon. Amazon people are saying, we have huge data center available. Just come to us, connect to our data centers and run your applications. We will manage server hardware, we will manage server operating system, storage, we will provide you everything. Whatever you need, we will provide you everything. You just come and connect to this data center and you can run your application. See, my friend, there are two ways. One way is you can take everything in your home, everything in your company. For example, you can buy servers, server operating system, okay, routers, switches, firewalls. You can buy each and everything in your company. You can, establish your own network. But to establish your own network, how much money you need to spend? Lots of money, right? That is one option. That is a very old traditional way of working. You can take everything and you can build a network in your company. Okay, this is not recommended. Now what is recommended? Instead of building everything on your own, you can simply go and connect to the cloud network, the Amazon network, the Amazon data center, the Microsoft data center. These people are saying, we have everything for you. Tell me what you need. How many servers you need? You need 10 servers? Takes 10 servers. You need 1,000 servers? Take 1,000 servers. You need 20 TB hard disk? Take 20 TB hard disk. You need 2,000 TB hard disk? Take 2,000 TB hard disk. Whatever you need, we are ready to provide you. What you do, you just take care of your application. You just run your application. We'll provide you all the details. We'll provide you all the resources what you need. So when you go and run your application in Amazon data center, Microsoft data center or Google data center, that data center will become cloud for you. You work in a company, that company has many applications. So to run the applications, we need all this infrastructure, but company needs to spend a lot of money there. So what company has decided? Company has decided to go and connect to the Amazon data center. This is a data center. This is not everything actually. I can say this is only, let us say, like 10% of this particular data center. The size of the data centers, how big the data centers will be. Have you ever seen any football ground? At least in TV, football ground will be something like this, right? Something like this, and we have like some two goals here. This is a football ground. The size of this football ground will be around 1.2 or 1.3 acre. I hope you know how much will be acre. You can just imagine the size of the acre. That is a football ground. But my friend, the size of these data centers, the size of these data centers can be 20 acres. Just imagine a data center which is spread in 20 acres. How many servers, how many storage they have? So the concept here is we can simply connect to the Amazon data center and we can run our applications and we can keep our data. So that Amazon data center is cloud for us. Amazon data center is cloud for us. Who will manage the Amazon data center? Physical connections, power backup, AC, cooling system, okay, the maintenance work, upgrading the hardware, bringing new machines, okay, troubleshooting. Who will do all these activities? Amazon people will do all these activities. What we do, we just connect there and we just run our application. That's it, my friend. This is a beautiful concept of cloud computing where a company can keep their data or a company can run their applications without adding anything physically at their location. There is no need for companies to bring all this infrastructure. They can simply go there, connect, and run their applications and store the data. This is one of the best concept we have. The companies are really liking this concept. Companies are moving their data, moving their applications over the cloud because they are saving loads and loads of money every year. So if you bring a server today, it's not like you can use a server for next 10 years. No, my friend, servers will be used only for 18 months or 2 years maximum, because servers are the machines which are running 24/7, right? So every year, every 2 years in companies, we need to upgrade the hardware. Upgrading a hardware is again a very difficult task because we need to pay a lot of money. Company needs to spend a lot of money there. Okay. Now, before I take questions from you, I'll do one thing. I will show you practically how good is cloud computing, my friend. This is my AWS Amazon account here. Every person should have an account. How to create an account, that I'll show you in coming classes. It will be a free tier account. Okay, so first of all, I will log in here into my account by using some email address and by using some password. Every person should have an account to do practicals, and like I said, I will show you how to do practicals in coming classes. Okay, I just connected to the Amazon here. Can you see aws.amazon.com? This is not amazon.com, this is aws.amazon.com. These people have data centers in North Virginia, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Singapore, Sydney, Ireland, London, Brazil. There are many more places. Okay, so you can connect to any place. Let us say I have connected to the Mumbai data center. So remember I told you I'm sitting in my home. I have a desktop here. I have a laptop here. I don't have any server machine. I don't have any storage, no firewall. Okay, no server operating system, nothing. But you know what I'll do now? The time is 8:53 now. In next 2 minutes, I will create a web server and I will launch the web server. So what is a web server? It is an application, right? What you need to run a web server, you need a server operating system, Windows or Linux. You need a server hardware. For that, you need to spend a lot of money. You need storage. You need to spend a lot of money. Firewall, routers, racks, network connections. You need to spend a lot of money to run a web server. If you're spending, if you're taking very less configuration devices also, still you need to spend around 15-20 lakh rupees for a small web server. So I have no resources in my home. I'm sitting in my home by using normal internet connection. So what I'll do, in next couple of minutes, I will run a web server for you. I'm not explaining you what options I'm using here. All these things we will see in great details in coming classes. But as of now, just to show you how easy it is for us to use cloud and how easy it is for companies to move their infrastructure on cloud. Okay, friends, so there is a service called AC2. So I will just go there quickly. And all these things we will see. As of now, let us say test web server. I'll select some operating system, something here. I will select some VPC. VPC concept will take around 10 days. Okay. There is some firewall here. I need to select some firewall. So let me go and select some firewall. Firewall will take at least 2 classes. So each and everything we will see in details. But as of now, like I said I'll be just creating a server for you. Hopefully next 15-20 days, you will be in a position to create a server by yourself. You will be in a position to launch a server for yourself. I'm saying 15-20 days because we need to learn many things here, right? It's not like within one day you can learn all these things. We need to learn many things here. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll make things interesting for you. So in this web server, I will use our names. Durga, Shakeel, Abhi, Amitabh. Okay, so let me add some more names here. I'm just adding the names of our friends here. Chetan, Kanchan, Pavan, Shivam, Brijesh. Okay, let me add some other names like say John Cena. I will go with one more person. Let's say Virat Kohli. Now, you know what I did here? I just created a web server actually. This is actually a script that we will see in coming classes, how to use it. Okay. And then, I just use many options here. All these options, we will see the very important options here are actually storage and firewall and, key pair and all those things. We'll see this. Okay. So what I'll do now, as of now, I'll just say launch instance. What it shows you, successfully initiated launch of instance. See, I'm sitting in Hyderabad here, my friend. I'm sitting in Hyderabad. I have connected to Amazon data center, which is there in Mumbai. Remember, just now I showed you all the data centers. So this is one of the data center they have in Mumbai. In India, they have two data centers, Amazon. See, every cloud provider which I have seen or which I have known, like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, IBM, Oracle, Cisco, Juniper, Alibaba, DigitalOcean, Citrix, every big cloud provider has at least one data center in India. Obviously, India is a very big country for like IT, right? It's a very, one of the, biggest IT, technicians and the programmers are coming from India, right? So we have a huge market here. So every big company has at least one data center in India. Okay, so see here, I have connected there and my server is actually ready. It is showing as running here. Want to test it? I'll do one thing. I'll just go and select this IP address. What is IP? What is public? What is private? Don't worry about all these things as of now. I'll just select this IP address. I'll say paste. So what I can do now? Can you see the website here? Durga, Shakeel, can you see all your names here? Okay, do one thing, please. I don't know where you're sitting actually, in which city, which country, which location, but you do one thing. I just enter this IP address in the chat box. I hope you can see this 52.66.212.55. Just copy this IP address, go to your browser and enter this IP address in browser and please tell me if you are able to connect to this web server or not. And please tell me the location from where you are attending this session. When I say web server, wherever you are located, you should be accessing this web server, right? So in last 2 minutes or maybe like last 1 minute, actually what I did, I just created a web server. I have launched a web server. All the options I know, so I could do these things very easily, right? So these are the options we will learn in coming classes. Okay, Chetan can access his server from Warangal. Fine. Pawan can access his server from Vizag. Fine. This is a web server, so any person from anywhere. Kanchan can access this from Delhi. See, it's not a big deal, right? What I did here, I just showed you a very simple demo here, my friend. I just launched a web server over the cloud without having any infrastructure with me at my location. No servers, no server operating system, nothing. I was able to launch a server over the cloud in the simple and the easy way. This is the beauty of cloud computing, my friend. Every company is moving into cloud. Every person is storing some data over the cloud. Our photos, our emails, okay, and our chats, our bank account details, okay, whatever you do over the internet, everything is literally available on cloud. So the cloud market will simply grow and simply expand. There is no way it can go down. Okay, if you compare cloud, what was there in cloud in maybe like 10 years before and what is there today, it has grown a lot. Actually, the requirement, the demand is increasing every day. Cloud computing is the demand. Cloud computing is the concept which is part of every company. Cloud computing is something which is part of every person who is connected to the internet. So the demand will simply increase. Present and future is cloud. There is no way we can use internet, or there is no way people can, run their business without connecting themselves to cloud. So what is cloud here? Your data, your applications are running at some other place. So this is our website. Where is this website running actually? This website is running in Amazon data center in Mumbai. So like this, all the companies will run the data, all the companies will run their applications, and they will keep their, data at a remote location somewhere over the cloud. This is what the cloud is all about, and this is what you're going to learn. It will be exactly like this. What you see here: instances, images, EBS, network and security, load balancer, auto scaling. It will take at least, 10 classes for me or 12 classes for me to discuss all these things. Okay, so these are the things we are going to learn. Actually, this is one of the service. EC2 is one of the service. If you want to know all the other services, the syllabus is already there in the website. You can just go through the syllabus and you can see what we are learning in this cloud administration course. Okay, so this is actually a AWS console, and this console will be there with you in your account, as well as once you go to the company, the same console will be here. At the same console you can see in your company also. Okay, there is a question here like, which certifications can we do by this course? Can you share some information about certifications? Okay, fine. See, every demo session I'll address this question actually. So there are two ways of, approaching a technology, or two ways of, learning something. One is what we need in the market. For example, whenever you do some tech, whenever you learn some technology, forget about AWS or cloud or whatever, whenever you learn some technology, imagine there are, let's say, 25 modules in that particular technology, but out of 25 modules there will be like 10 to 12 modules or 10 to 12 topics which will be used in every company. So whenever you do any course, you will be learning those 10, 12, 15 topics that are used in that particular, or used in every company. So that is actually known as job oriented course. What we do in this job oriented course, we are preparing ourselves for interviews, we are preparing ourselves for jobs, and we will be ready to work in any company as a cloud administrator, whatever responsibility we get there. So this course is actually a job oriented course where we are focusing on how to learn the cloud technology, how to configure the services, how to face the interviews, again how to work there. You will be ready as a cloud administrator at the end of the course. That is one thing. But coming to certifications here, my friend, if I say without learning the course, you can go and write your certification. Certification is a different ball game, my friend. I always say this: certification is a different ball game. It is a different thing. Why I say this? See, if you want to go with like certificates or certification, right? If you want to go with certification, you know how to go with the certification. Remember our school days and college days? We used to go to the examination hall. Question used to be there. We used to write the answers, right? That was a different thing. These online certifications are very easy. In this online certifications here, my friend, listen carefully, please. We have something called dumps. In these dumps, let us say there are totally 400 questions with answers. First of all, these questions are multiple choice questions and answers. Okay, so how many questions we have? Let us say 400 questions and answers. So you should take these dumps, prepare your 400 questions and answers. Then what you do? You go for your exam. In this exam, you may get questions between 45 to, let's say, 60. There is no fixed number there. You may get anything between 45 to 60. And all these 45 to 60 questions will come from these 400 questions. And 90%, 95% questions will be multiple choice questions. Now tell me, is it difficult to write your exam? You already have your questions around 300, 400, 500, whatever the number. You already have your questions here. Prepare these questions and go to exam. From these 400 questions, you will get all your questions in exam. 100% people can pass this exam. Okay, just they need to remember the questions and answer easily. Okay, 99% cases you will pass your exam by preparing dumps. Okay, and if you want to go with any exam from AWS, better go with AWS practitioner exam. We have practitioner as well as solution architect exam, but better you go with this practitioner exam. What we are learning in job oriented course here is we are learning the topics that we need to learn from these two topics, practitioner as well as solution architect. Like I said, we are preparing ourselves for jobs. We are preparing ourselves for interviews. Certification, you can go with AWS practitioner certificate or you can go with AWS solution architect certificate. But my suggestion will be better go with practitioner certificate, because that will be much more easier for you to work in a company instead of taking more responsibility from day one or from first month. You can have some uh, understanding of the concepts in more details, and you can go with the uh, big concepts there. So as a fresher, better go with practitioner examination. Hopefully next one year or 18 months you can go with the solution architect examination. So whatever we are learning here, that will be useful for you for rest of your career actually. Okay, I hope you understood about certifications. Two things I'll repeat again. This course will be a job oriented course. We'll be preparing ourselves to face interviews and to work in the company. And coming to the certification, you can go with any certification. Writing certification is the easiest thing you can do in your career, my friend. It's not like school and college exam where we need to remember a big answer, a big paragraph and all those things, right? Here it is very simple. Certification is not a big deal. The main thing is understanding the technology. If you know how to configure something, and if you know what is this technology and all those things, then you are on right path. Companies or interviews, they will test you on your understanding of the subject. They will not test you how you memorize. In school days, our system is a bit different, so we need to write the answer exactly that was there in the textbook, right? But here, if they ask you something, you should be in a position to explain in your own way. Definitions will not work in interviews, my friend. How you are explaining things, those things will be helping you in getting a job. Okay, I have just seen Saif Pani and Anil Kumar. Actually, they just joined now, but my friend, we have started this session at 8, and within like a couple of minutes, or maybe like it depends on the questions what I get here, I'll be closing the session. But you can do one thing. This session will be available on YouTube. You can go to DURGASOFT YouTube channel, and there this recorded session will be available. Please go through this recorded session today, or at least tomorrow morning. And if you come tomorrow in the second demo session, you will be in a better position to understand what we discuss in the second demo session. Okay, so everyone, please, you have this particular demo will be uploaded on DurgaSoft. Just go to YouTube and say DurgaSoft Technologies. You will get the DurgaSoft channel there. You can see this particular recorded session with my name as Shakeel. Okay, now there is one more question. How many days it requires to complete this course? It will take 45 to 50 days, my friend. How many? It will take 45 to 50 days. Will you teach services like Lambda and SNS? Of course, we'll go with the services like Lambda and SNS. Pawan Kumar says, what are the modules will be covered? There are many modules here, Pawan Kumar. So please go through the syllabus. It is there on the AWS, on the, the DurgaSoft website. Just go through there. They may send you the email actually at the end of the session. And in that email, the syllabus is there. So just go through the syllabus and you can be in a better position to ask questions about what we are learning in this course maybe tomorrow. Okay, so they will share all the details with you. Whatever email ID you have entered here, with that email ID, on that email ID, they will send you the email. Yeah, just a second, my friend.
Hello.
Yeah, who is this? Yeah, Abhi, please go ahead.
Hello. This is I am working as a system administrator from last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Can
Yeah,
you hear
Abhi,
me?
go ahead. Yeah, I can hear. Please go ahead.
I am working as a system administrator from last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, sir, in which field should I go for better future?
You're
Better
working as a
place
system
or
administrator
yeah.
on Windows or Linux,
Yes, sir.
anything, Windows. See, you're the
Windows and
perfect,
both lineup.
yeah, you're the perfect person to go for this particular course, my friend Abhi.
Okay.
Okay, because just now I launched a server here, right? You can see here I have just launched a server here, and this server I have launched on the Windows, on the Linux server actually. So you are the perfect
Okay.
person to go for this particular course. And if someone is a fresher, like I said you in the initial stages, initial session here, I said like there is no need for to worry. I'll start everything from basics and I'll take you to the advanced level, right? But again, if you are a server administrator or from networking background, that is an added advantage for you.
Okay.
Okay, so whenever you learn, wherever you
Will
learn,
the
you
fresher
know,
get a job?
uh,
Hello.
yeah, come again. Yeah, we come again, please.
Will a fresher get a job immediately?
Of course, the fresher, the experienced person, everyone will get. See, in every field, fresher will get a job. Actually, there is a misconception. People feel like, okay, for a particular job, only experienced people are needed. That's not the way, my friend. Experience. If they take experienced person, maybe experienced person may ask for, let us say, $3,000 per month, Indian rupees. A fresher can work for like $600, isn't it? So company, if they need, let us say 20 cloud administrator, can they pay money to every cloud administrator like $3,000? That will be like more than 2 lakh Indian rupees. No. Can they pay $600, around 50, 60,000 rupees? Of course they can pay, right? So they need a group of administrators. Some should be experienced people, some should be freshers. Not only in cloud, my friend, everywhere they will get, they need people who are having experience, as well as they need people who are freshers. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, there is a question here. Ashlisha, I hope I have pronounced your name properly, my friend. Any developers tools here? Okay, what tools you're asking here? Can you just, name some tools so that I can answer your question in better way? And meanwhile, if anyone wants to have any other question, like I can see Anil or some other person has unmuted themselves. And again, Sai, Funny, and Anil Kumar, you just joined the session. So please go through the session once before you come for the tomorrow session, because you will be in a good position to understand what we will be learning and what we'll be discussing tomorrow. See, if you want to go with the developers part here, first you should go with the solution architect, practitioner and solution architect part. Then you can go with the developers part. So if you are asking for any specific tool, please send me the tool name there. I can guide you like what you can do about that particular tool. Okay, but I just need to know like which tool you're asking, exactly which particular tool, because there are many tools there, right? Okay, so before, are you planning for any new CCNA batch? Funny, no, I'm not planning for any CCNA batch as of now, my friend. And will I get the recorded videos of this course daily? Timings of the class? Yeah, recorded sessions will get every day, and timings also will get. Timings will be same every day, as well as the recorded sessions will be there every day. You will get the recordings each and every day, my friend. Every session will be recorded till the end of this course. Daily 70 minutes, approximately 70 minutes class will be there. Okay, everyday recorded sessions will be there. Everyday recorded sessions will be for around 70 minutes. Okay, at least 5 days a week classes will be there. Some Saturdays we can take class, or some Saturdays we can do some extra practicals. Okay, which topic of Linux will be covered in this course? Whatever things you need about Linux in AWS, those things will be covered here, my friend. We are not learning the Linux administration here, right? We are only learning the AWS administration. So whatever things you need about Linux, those things will be covered. I will be covering Linux as well as the Windows here. Funny, if you want to get the previous CCNA batch recordings, yeah, you may ask the DURGASOFT people. They have the recordings. 1 year before, I think last year I took some CCNA classes. After that, I have not taken any CCNA classes. So if you want to have any CCNA, if you need any CCNA recording sessions, hopefully some of the recording sessions are available with them. You can get the recording sessions from there.
Hey, hi, this is Pawan. Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, Pawan, please go ahead.
When you have checked that Amazon Linux, what do you mean by that? Like, what do you mean by that? Like, how it is different from if you check for Microsoft Windows? Will it work only for on the Linux? It's not like that, right? Like,
No. I will, in
what
coming classes, I will select Amazon Linux, Ubuntu Linux, Microsoft, Red Hat. I'll select most of them. This is just a operating system from Amazon.
server operating system?
It's a server operating system from Amazon. Like, you must be knowing this Ubuntu, at least the name, or Red Hat Linux. Ubuntu is a different company. Red Hat is a different company. Like AWS people, Amazon people, they have, developed their own Linux. So that is called Amazon Linux.
Okay.
Okay, so if you know any one Linux, actually you can work on most of the other Linux. Like we have SUSE also here, we have Debian, like we have many other Linux operating systems, right? So you can work on anything. Okay. Abhi, can you share course curriculum is available with the management, Abhi. Just wait for some time. They will send you the email with the course content, or you can just go to durgasoft.com, durgasoftsolution.com website. From there, you can get all your course details actually. Yeah, Pawan has shared the course curriculum, I think. Yeah, he has shared the course curriculum in the chat box. So please click on that link. You will see all the details there. Okay, so they say they are not having the course videos. Funny, I too don't have any course videos, my friend. All the recorded sessions are available with the management only. So I'll guide everything, Chetan. I'll guide you for the interview questions as well as the resume. Interview questions, are very simple and straightforward. Amazon people are offering the interview questions actually. So I'll show you where exactly the interview questions are located so that you can go there and you can increase your knowledge. Documents, interview questions, and everything. Okay, so yeah, it was a big session actually. I was supposed to finish before 9, but anyhow, it's 9:20. No issues. So this was the last session for me, and hopefully we'll meet again tomorrow. And let's see what we can do tomorrow and after tomorrow. We'll just go through more details of cloud computing so that before you decide to go with cloud computing, you will have the perfect idea. I can say one thing as of now, my friend. If you have already decided to go with cloud computing as your career, you have selected a very good career for yourself. Whenever you learn, wherever you learn, that is a different thing, but you have selected a very good career for yourself. Please try to follow this career. You will reach very whatever dreams you have according to your whatever dreams you have for your careers, like money wise and security wise and growth wise, everything you will get in this particular cloud career. This is one of the best thing you can do as of now, and for many more years to come this will be in more demand. So the day by day the time will go, the experience will increase, and obviously your salaries and packages will increase. Okay, so don't feel like it is only for experienced people, freshers. Can they get the job or cannot get the job? No, my friend. Every person, whatever experience they have, whatever experience they don't have, every person is eligible to work in some or the other companies actually. Okay, so please try to concentrate more on learning. Sometimes in next 2 months, 3 months, if you go properly, you will have more knowledge than a person who is working in a company for next 2 years or for last 2 years actually. So at the end of the day, how much you know, that matters actually. Company will test you your understanding of cloud. Company will test you like how easily you can configure things or how easily you can troubleshoot things. Just try to concentrate more on learning process. Things will be very bright for you in future for sure, and you can see yourself in cloud computing for rest of your career, for rest of your life. After like 20 years also, you will be working somewhere in cloud or the things that are related with cloud. This is such a big thing, my friend. So before I end the session, from whichever background you're coming here, if you're a fresher or having some experience in some IT field, there is absolutely no need for you to worry, my friend, because you can start everything from basics here and you can go up to the advanced level. Okay, so that's it for the day, friends, and good luck for your careers, good luck for your health, and hopefully we will meet again tomorrow at same time, 8 p.m. India Standard Time. We have a couple of more demos there. We'll just try to go a bit deep into the cloud computing tomorrow and after tomorrow.
With the same URL, right?
Yeah, with the same URL, exactly. Link will be same tomorrow also. For next couple of days, link will be same. After like 3 days, hopefully they will change the link and there will be some process. So you need to follow that particular process. That's it. Okay, and in case, just a second, please, in case if you want to talk to me, you can simply call the DURGASOFT people. Hopefully they will make a conference call in case if needed. I don't think it is needed, but still in case if it is needed, you can call them and they can call me. But at least come tomorrow with all your questions and doubts, see the syllabus and just go through the cloud and AWS things a bit more. And hopefully you'll be in a better position to ask all your doubts tomorrow. That's it, friends. Thanks a lot. See you tomorrow. Bye.